Top of the morning. My name is Jade Fox and this is the Madeyoulooks channel. Today I'm going to be getting into the things that are trending in my world. I'm not going to be the girl today to let you know about what trends you should or should not buy or how important trends are or not. Girl, if you got the money and you want them, it's your life. We all under capitalism, and so we all got to survive. And if you surviving a little easier than others, then buy the bag. I do not care. Okay. So the first thing that's been trending in my world is nylon, more specifically like nylon and this kind of cracked leather. It can just make something look luxe. The hat that I'm wearing currently is nylon and it just adds so much texture to what I'm wearing. It's also kind of sporty looking. I mean, it's in a hat. And so, you know, it lends itself to that type of look. But I just love the high shine of nylon as well as this cracked shiny leather. There's something really like yummy about it to me. Like there's something very, maybe it's because I wear silver too, like that kind of like shiny white reflection to me is attractive because I like silver. I don't know. I think because it's such an interesting texture, it can really add interest and impact to the pieces that is made out of these materials or to the whole outfit that is including these materials. As y'all can probably tell, I'm obsessed with this hat and I haven't taken it off since I bought it. It's on sale. Link will be in the description. Acne Studios has this jacket and like matching pants set that is really cute, really nice, very simple too, like simple but effective, which is why I'm waiting for it to go on sale. But I would absolutely buy that. Balenciaga has their cracked leather bags, which are so gorgeous to me, and I really, really just wish that like one would just fall into my lap because I don't want to spend that money. But if one just ends up in my house, then you know. The second item that is trending in my world is our bomber jackets. I recently took this vintage military bomber jacket that I got in Portland. I dry cleaned again recently, so it's also colder in LA, so I'm actually able to wear it more. I'm obsessed. I don't know what it is about the shape of a bomber jacket. It's just so good. Just speaking as a member of the short neck community, a flattering collarless jacket is kind of hard to come by, and I find that I have the best luck when the jacket is kind of in that bomber jackety kind of shape and style. They're boxy, they're heavy, usually cropped, maybe even a little oversized. And so that's why they just work with how I like my clothes to fit. I'm not gonna be spending a lot of money on one because like I said, I already have like a military one that's kind of bombery. But I don't know. Sale season is coming up. We'll see. Also, I know that bomber jackets with the orange lining were very much in style, like what, 2015, 2014, maybe even a little after that, but they never quite lost their luster for me. Number 3 is combat boots. I wrote off combat boots a long time ago because there is something very camp rock about them to me. There is something very like, I don't know, there's just something about them that I just never really liked. And it wasn't until most recently when I saw those Miu Miu boots. Every time I say Miu Miu boots, Miu Miu boots, Miu Miu boot, Miu Miu, Miu Miu, Miu Miu boots. And I also feel that my style has evolved and I have just become more educated on my body and like my style. And so I just also know how to incorporate combat boots a little bit better now. Whereas before, I think I just didn't really know what to do with them or like how I even would style them if I came across one that I liked. And so when I saw these Miu Miu boots, I was like, oh, there's actually so many opportunities and they're endless. But they just gotta be the right boots because not all combat boots are made the same. I do like a boot that's got a lot of hardware on it. I don't like anything that's too feminine, but I also don't like anything that's too masculine. My preference in boots is definitely working itself out. Like I'm still figuring out what it is, like what quality does a boot have to have for me to like it, because I can show you 2 different boots right now. These look nothing alike. Like these are super slouchy. I don't even know how you would describe super slouchy, kind of futuristic, I guess, in a way. Not really feminine or masculine. It's like pretty directly down the middle, if you ask me. Chunky, you know, type of vibe. And then you have these Vetements boots that are you know, kind of like a reimagined cowboy boot. Very masculine, squared off toe, nice little suede color. It's super heavy. I wore these boots to an event the other night, and I damn near kicked 4 people in the ankles, like just trying to lug these boots around. But like, yeah, I don't know what my boot preference is. I can't quite describe it. It's only when I put my eyes on it and I'm like, yes, that's me. Do I know? But I can't quite tell you what it is about boots that I like. And maybe we'll do like a boot deep dive one day. Like I'll do another boot collection video because I've definitely acquired some since the last one. So the fourth thing that's trending in my world is clothes that have no branding, and really outfits in general that have very minimal branding. And if there is branding, then I would prefer it be integral to the actual design of the thing. I have these Stussy mesh shorts that have Stussy like right all the way across the front of one of the legs. Like that is something that is very intentional. You know what I mean? It's kind of meant to scream this kind of like athletic streetwear kind of vibe. Whereas if the Stussy was like small and like on the side, kind of like Nike shorts. I don't know why. I think there's something ambiguous about an outfit that has no branding because you can't really tell what the person's trying to do. And you don't really know, like the things that someone cares about when it comes to their personal style are a bit clearer when there's no brand names. When there are a lot of brand names, and that means that maybe that person really likes their brands. Maybe that person is a logo person. Maybe that person likes, you know, for their clothes to kind of like speak for them in a way. It's just like someone who loves Versace. It's like that person's probably not afraid of being seen. You know what I mean? And so I think that when I wear clothes that have no branding or no logos, or they're very small or you can't see them, it just gives me the opportunity to show you what I want you to know about my personal style. I also think that there's something kind of chic about not seeing any logos or any brand names, not knowing where something is from, not knowing what the brand of something is, because it almost like makes you look at the quality of the garment. It makes you like look at the way it drapes, the way it fits. When you see the logo, you kind of, it's similar to if you saw someone wearing a Supreme logo tee, how automatically you can kind of make an assumption, which may be wrong, by the way. I'm not saying that these assumptions that we make based on what people are wearing are right. But like the assumption that someone would make seeing someone wear a Supreme logo tee, I want to be able to curve some of those assumptions, you know? Not to mention, sometimes logos and brand names are just ugly. I love Daily Paper. Well, I really like the brand Daily Paper, but I do not like the logo. And that is why I don't really buy. I have one Daily Paper item that I think I sold. So I don't have any Daily Paper items anymore. But like, I just don't like the logo. There is another logo that I don't like. Like a lot of like underwear brands, like gender fluid underwear brands, I don't like their branding, or I don't like the logos, like the rainbow, like branding along the waistband. It's like it could just be plain, you know what I'm saying? Like I appreciate the intention and attention, but I don't know, like let me put myself together. Like let me show you what I'm trying to do. Let me show you what I'm wearing. Let me let you know what is important to me when it comes to my personal style. I don't want to lean on the brands and the logos to do that. And that's not even off no like I'm better than brands. It's just like, I just think they're ugly. Or like, I just think that, you know, they can say more than what I necessarily want my clothes to say. The fifth trend is the color red. I'm gonna keep this one brief. It's just a fun color. It's a color that is also really interesting to style things with, because red is one of those colors that can have really unique properties within the right color scheme. I think that a red and black outfit, we've seen that before. Red and white, we've seen it before. But when red is with like other pinks and other reds and burgundies, or when you see red with like brown or purple or blue, like it's just such, it kind of makes you forget that it's red. Like it kind of makes you forget that like this is a very prominent, very bold, popping ass color. I feel like many people's favorite color is red. I think red is kind of seen as this salacious color, or like a color that is impactful for whatever reason. Like a person wearing a red dress, it kind of like says something about that person than if it was brown or green. To me, a red lip communicates like, I'm here to be seen and I think I'm sexy. Bitch, you know I'm sexy. Like that's what it kind of gives to me in general. And so there is this, I don't even want to tell y'all because one of y'all will absolutely buy it. So I can't tell y'all what it is. But there is this particular item on Essence and it's red. And I'm waiting for that price to go down because I just know it's going to eat. So yeah, I can't wait to get that little piece because it's very cunt. The next item that I'm obsessed with is, I never know. What's the grammar giving? Fragrances? I think it's is fragrances. I have been in my little fragrance bag lately. I think I've only gotten one new one to add to my rotation, but it is a good one. It's so good. I don't even want to tell you because I want to gatekeep. But at the same time, like, girlie, we don't be in the same room. Something gives me that. You probably live in Oklahoma or New York or Sydney, Australia, watching this video. So I guess me gatekeeping is pointless. But it's the number 2 fragrance from the brand Dead Cool. You want to talk about a fragrance that is perfectly, and when I say perfectly masculine and feminine, let me get it. This fragrance, well, ASMR. This fragrance smells so motherfucking good. I had to cuss. That is how good this shit smells. And maybe it's just on me because I know that everyone's chemistry is a bit different. You know, when that fragrance hits the bloodstream and stuff. It's just like, I'm mad. I'm frustrated. Like I wish that I could describe the way that this smells. It's slightly sweet. It's got that like musky, that musky masculine smell to it. It's got like a dash, and I mean like a dash of floral. There's definitely got to be some berg up in here, a little bergamot. It's just good, babe. It's just good. I have never been so impressed with an Instagram influenced purchase before. But this, and I don't even really, like, I'm not really one to be really influenced with TikTok or Instagram, just ads and stuff like that. It's like, I'll definitely click them and I'll like poke around and I'll see what it's about or like why it was recommended to me. But most of the time I really don't be buying stuff. I don't think I've ever bought anything off of TikTok Shop, and I very, very rarely go from ad to buy. But I think I saw this twice before I went to actually explore it. I wish I could jam this into my face. Like, that is how good this smells. And if you're a masky, run. Don't walk. It stays on the skin. It's just good. It's just good. And most recently, I've just been really turned off by designer fragrances in general, mainly because they be overpriced. Everyone has them. Literally last night, coming from coming from Complex Con, our Uber driver, I booked Uber Black, and the driver, I could tell he had on Dior Sauvage. Like, I just knew it. I could just smell it and I just knew what it was. While it's not a problem to enjoy popular fragrances or to enjoy popular things in general, there's just something about when you know something is just for you. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, there is something about coming across a fragrance, coming across a shoe, a bag, or whatever, and having it be somewhat unknown or not many people know about it, and you have your own personal connection to it beyond or despite its popularity. Like, there is something about when you can create a moment for yourself. Like, when I discovered that fragrance, I was like, well, this is my new signature fragrance. Like, without a doubt. this is my new signature fragrance. And I enjoy that, like, I didn't have to go to a Vogue article to figure out what that was going to be for me. I didn't have to go take a quiz to figure out what that was going to be for me. I didn't have to watch a YouTube video to like understand what my signature fragrance would even smell like. Like, that is the personal side of personal style that kind of gets lost, I think, amongst influencers, to be quite honest. Like, I think that when you are getting paid via commission, via affiliate links, big brands, you're getting free clothes, like, it's very easy to kind of make content about fashion from a product standpoint or from a consumer standpoint. And one thing I want to be consistent with on this channel is letting you know that your personal style is personal to you, baby. You, baby. You, baby girl. Because I can't tell you what's going to smell good on you. I can't tell you what's going to look good on you. I can just show you what I'm doing, what I'm thinking about, what I think is cool. And then you use that in your own way. And there's something about just going to the mall or going to a farmer's market, wherever, and interacting with various styles of clothing, fragrance, hairstyles, and expressions, and identifying through your experience and through that search where you are in those things. And so that's why, like, I'm very much into fragrances, because I enjoy like having my own little signature scent. It's nice. And also fragrance just adds that last little touch to a fit. It's just the last little, like, damn, you smart, funny, fine, you can dress well, and you smell good. You better stop. You better stop. And the last item that's trending, which is kind of a weird thing to trend, I'm really trying to make blazers work for me. I enjoy blazers quite a bit. I like them. But I want to wear them beyond just to other people's weddings, court dates, and job interviews. Like, I want to make blazers work for me in a more casual setting. And recently I went to a movie screening, and it's just weird to wear a wool blazer to a movie screening. But I went to a movie screening and I tried to do like a casual blazer look. I actually made it into a TikTok, and it was cute. It could have been better, but I think it was cute. And I want to keep experimenting and trying these things out, because there's just so much that you can do. I don't want to say all that. I'm not going to say that there's so many things that I could do with a blazer, but I just feel like the ways that I could use a blazer and would wear a blazer, I feel like would just be effective and look really nice. And I want to like kind of diversify my casual looks. Like, we all know that a t-shirt and jeans is going to do the trick. And I just want to be able to have more of those go-tos in my closet, and just kind of like having those 2 to 3 ways that I would wear a blazer, like, kind of gives me more to work with when I'm actually out in the world and I need to be dressed for things. And it really started when I saw this picture of A$AP Rocky. There's just like, while he's wearing a blazer and like this is a very neat look, there's still something like calm about it. And that's why I want to try to just make them work. I don't think I've done enough to try and make them work. So I didn't want to be here a super long time. Things that were mentioned in this video, such as the boots that I have, the fragrance, all that stuff is going to be linked in the description. Let me know some video ideas. I'll see y'all very soon in another one. And do not forget, wear what you want, wear what you like, wear it out.